Good evening. Welcome to Heartwood Turning in the Stable Studios. Cup of tea again. We're fine for this evening. Let's go over here. I've got a couple of reprobates in here. I'll just set my tea down there behind the lathe, just for a minute. Not leave it there while I put shavings in it. But we've got a couple of reprobates in the background here, so let's have a look, see who we've got to assist this evening. Do you really want to know? Do you want to know? There you go.
Joe and William are a couple of reprobates, but they also got me.
Oh my
He
goodness.
just can't sit there and not say anything. You just can't do it.
I mean,
I
20
was
minutes
actually
when you go
thinking it was
live.
you and William, but
Carry for TJ Turning is in, guys.
Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard.
We've got Joe Senior in as well. Hi, Joe.
good evening.
And we've got William Kenny in. Hi, William. How are you doing?
Hi everybody, how you all doing?
So we're all good here. We've been chatting away for the last sort of 5 or 10 minutes, just talking rubbish as usual, as you do. So I'll put these guys back in the background and we'll quickly get on with what we're going to do. So let me just change cameras to there. And I'll show you this piece of wood that we're going to use. But first and foremost, zoom in a bit. This is part of, it's a new club I've just joined. It's called the Wood Turning Zoom member, which needs to be sewed on my tunic somewhere, but we'll leave that to one side for now. And the link for that is in the top of the chat. It has a website if you fancy joining Wood Turning Zoom. It's just a club that meets every Wednesday, Terry?
Every Wednesday.
It's kind of every Wednesday. They have a coffee morning sort of from 10 till 12-ish on a Wednesday morning, and then we have a club meeting once a week on a Wednesday evening. You don't have to come in every time, but it's usually
Show and tell.
It's a bit of crack and a bit of show and tell. You see what you've been doing that week, and it just keeps people a wee bit interested. And it's not that expensive. What did it cost us to join, Terry? £20, I think, wasn't it? £10 a joining fee and £10 a year.
£10 a year.
It's not expensive, guys.
That isn't.
It's
it?
linked to a club in Lincoln. For me, that's unfortunate because I'm kind of miles away, but that doesn't make any difference. This month's challenge for the club is a goblet, hence this piece of cherry. So this piece of cherry measures in old money 3 inches, roughly. Yeah, 3 inches. And in new money, that'll be what? 75, 76, thereabouts. And it is. Right. We'll do it in old money. Old money is just over 9.5 inches. So I'm going to mount that between centres. A couple of little issues maybe with this piece of wood, but we'll work it out as we go along. The top end, where the cup is going to be, it seems to be quite solid and fine. But we've got this nasty inclusion down here. And I'm kind of hopeful that it doesn't go all the way through.
Yeah, be all right.
And that's where the stem will end up, and then the base will be down here somewhere.
You might be lucky, it might turn away.
So, and if it goes wrong, it's William's fault.
At times.
Because he gave me the bit of wood.
Yeah, you've signed it. Look, WK.
He did. He said it's got WK written on it. It definitely has.
That's not my signature.
Oh, yes, it is. Well, I signed it for you.
So he can recognise it when it goes missing. All his timber goes missing.
I signed it for you. Right, let's get that locked into place.
Go on, Joe, read out who's in.
And we'll get this turned around.
You see, I don't even have to volunteer anymore. Good evening, everybody. And
take your time,
welcome. Joe. Are you being serious?
Thanks, Joe.
So, obviously, Brian said hello to everybody. And then we've got Michelle. And we've got Gary Glass. We've got myself. We've got Malcolm Douglas. There you go, Malcolm. I've not left you out tonight. We've got Rob from Kingsborough Races.
Makes a change.
He does make a change, to be fair. We've got Roger Kent. Shane Hurst. We've got Klondike Craftsman, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis.
Terry Bartlett. We've got Tim from TF Turning.
Hi, Tim.
Susie, the Swiss Wood Turner.
Hello, Susie.
Paul Hoyton, the Greasby Turner. Gonna keep going down.
I'm just
We've
giving
got
my
Greg
face shield a bit of a
Alexander
wipe while
from
Joe's doing that.
Oz. That must be a late one for you, Greg. Adrian Olsen. Steve Hale. We've got Mark the Gentleman Woodturner in.
Oh, Mark.
Clint at Wood Dancers. Callum Turn. Barry Chitty. We've got Brian Eltonera de Madeira. Yay. William said hello as well. Hi,
That's your-
William.
That's your favourite.
Oh, it is. I love it. Richard Phelan. Tony Smith.
Richard.
Dave O.T. David J. Heath, the Guildford Carpenter. We've got Woodwork Learner. Hi, Andy. Pete, Twisted Trees. Are you feeling
Hey,
better,
Pete.
Pete? DJ Brinkley. Wood turning with Barry. We've got Mark Stroughton. Dewey Shed. John Scarborough. Keep on going. Justice James Crawford. Mick Stratton. Field Coast Wood Turning. Rex B.
Nearly asleep, Joe. Or?
It's Joe. Joe's fell out.
I see.
Yep, Joe's left.
Oh, God. Leave her
So,
out.
oh, she's back again.
Yeah.
You're back again, Joe.
That's happening tonight. That's happened twice
Dunno.
already. So
Press
we've
the
got
wrong button.
Brian Green. I'll keep going. Oh, hang on.
She gone again? Or are you still there?
She's still here, yeah.
I'm still here.
Can't hear her, though.
She's very low.
Can't hear you, Joe.
Can't hear you. Your microphone down.
Don't know what's happened. I think we've lost Joe.
No. We got Simon from Failed.
Yeah, Joe's fell out again. Terry, you take over there, mate.
Okay, Mick Stratton's in. She said Brian Green, I think, but good evening to you. Door 60. And that is coming up to most of Benjamin's in. I'm not sure if it's Steve Howe or Rob from Kingsborough Razors. They're all in as well. And anybody else, if she has missed your name or I have, welcome aboard. And hope you enjoy it today.
I'm just going to stop for a second. Joe's back again. Let me just try and bring her back in again.
Morning,
Are you
Joe.
back, Joe? Are you back?
No.
No. Something going on with Joe's microphone this evening, guys. It's not working. Oh, she's away again. So anyway, let's just crack on.
Yeah.
Joe comes back. Just bring my tour list on a bit. I was in the 360 Club meeting the other night there on Tuesday night with Les Thorne doing a demo, and he did he made quite a big deal about how to use this spindle roughing gauge. He says that he watches a lot of people turning, and they use the spindle roughing gauge a bit like a scraper, so they kind of just stick it on here with the handle far too high up and sort of a scrape. So what his suggestion is that you treat it like a gouge, as it is a gouge.
And it is a gouge.
Anchor the toe, rub the bevel, And the handle's way down to the floor, look. So, and then just lift it and pick up the cut, and then start your travel just by moving your body. And that was Les that made quite a big deal of that. And the
I
other
usually do
thing,
as well.
yeah, the other thing that I was reminded by my friend Ruby that when you start roughing out, you should start from the middle and work out the way. Middle, work out the way. And the reason for that is you should be cutting downhill all the time.
That's correct.
Joe said she's going to stay in the chat. Not sure what's causing it to jump
All
out.
right. So I've got
Andy
one
from
more cut to
AJK
make. I'm just going
Woodworks
to
has
take a full
joined us.
cut all the way along. It's round now, so I'm really not cutting downhill or uphill. So we'll just take one cut all the way along there. Just transfer my weight from my right foot to my left foot. Keep that anchored there. Be better.
Put the overhead back on now.
Oh, sorry. There you go. And that got a little bit of a ripple in there. So just speed the lathe up a little bit. And take a little cut there just to bring that out.
Paul Finley has just
sometimes
joined. Hi, Paul.
Sometimes you'll get a bit of a
Oh.
bounce in it. Excuse me. Sometimes you get a little bit of bounce, guys, and you'll get a little, almost like a spiral starting to happen. Two ways to deal with that. Turn the speed up or turn the speed down. So I've turned it up. And I'm just gliding the bevel across that now. Trying to maintain exactly the same angle of attack on the blade. And should end up with a half decent cut. That'll do. So we've got this little inclusion here, which is causing a little bit of a bounce. I have no idea how far in that goes.
Probably.
Let's have
If as long as it don't go more than halfway, you'll be fine.
Well, I'll just stick my little trusty
Got a
poking
small
device.
goblet.
And it's going in about that far, so with a bit of luck, we should be okay.
You might be lucky, yeah.
We might. But we're going to put a tenon on this end first, and then we'll get it into a chuck.
If not, you could fill it with resin.
Some nice shades of green in that cherry, isn't there?
There is.
So I'm going to use an SC3 chuck this evening, and that has a 48mm requirement for a tenon. So we'll just grab our calipers and check, make sure they're set correctly. Take a little bit down, there we go. And I like to hook it on there and then use my beading and parting tool until it comes off. And that's the tenon made. Important thing with the tenon that Les pointed out the other night there as well is that for an SC4 chuck, it's a straight jaw with a bird's beak on it, so it grips the timber. But the important thing is that the tenon needs to be at 90 degrees to the face of the work. So make sure your tools.
Joe's just asking. She said, "Did you move your tea?"
I did, Joe. Can't remember what. Oh, it's over here on the bench. Right, that's the roughing out done. So I'm going to lose the face shield for now, and just put on my safety goggles. I always use my face shield when I'm roughing out, just in case. And we'll take this off the lathe and get it on a chuck. Let me just get that step center out of there. That's a new record power step center.
Is that the inch one or 3/4 inch one?
Cornet Hawk or something it's called.
3/4 inch, is it?
Yeah,
that's the 1/4 inch. Or is it 1 inch?
3/4 inch or is it an inch?
I'd say it's 3/4.
Go on then, I'll give you that. It's 3/4 of an inch.
Mick Stratton said if you present the roughing gouge on the tool rest at 45 degrees angle, it cuts like a skew. It does.
It can, yeah. You can use a single wing. Les did that quite a lot last night. Just use the single wing down here, and he's just used it like a skew.
Peeling cut.
And it makes a really nice cut. It's a great tool. Right, where is that little chuck that I want? There, it's there. Sitting up there on its chuck, buddy.
Michelle says, hi, more tools, Mr. O.
More tools? I bought that one at Harrogate, dear. You must have missed that one, I did. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. I lied. Better move the tool rest back a bit. Tailstock back a bit even. There we go. Make sure that goes in the same hole. Screw it up a little bit. So it's in there. And as Pete was discussing on his video last week, record power chucks are very, very good. Apart from this dopey key. And there's two of them. That's the SC3 and that's the SC2.
Yeah, C2 one's worse.
That's even worse because it's too small in your hand. It's a nightmare of a thing. But anyway, and then the SC4 chuck has got this fancy one. Go figure. Why did that happen? So that's that in the chuck. So the next thing we need to work out is where we're going to put things.
Still a good chuck for the money, though, Brian.
It's a very good chuck. Absolutely nothing wrong with the chuck, right?
Thing.
I love the little SC2. So we'll put a pattern line in there, and that leaves me with
9 inches.
just about 9 inches. So that makes life easy, doesn't it? 3 inches and 3 inches, roughly. So 3 inches for the cup, and then 6 inches for the other bit, and we'll take our foot from about there somewhere, in there somewhere.
Where are you going to put
the
captive rings?
Yeah, I'll tell you where I'm going to put my captive rings if you mention them once more, Kelly.
John Scarborough wants to know what you're making.
I'm making a goblet.
Making a goblet, John.
I'm just making a fairly simple, straightforward goblet. So we're going to do the outside. We're going to texture it a bit. So we'll start off down here. We'll use a spindle roughing gouge just to rough out a little bit here, just to get a bit of room. So somewhere about there. And that's using it like a skew almost. And we'll get in there as well.
You'll see how far that inclusion goes down now, when you really.
Just about, yeah.
No, it's not off center, Barry.
No.
Common
I'll
and
be
garden
doing something
speed.
off center on Monday for the hashtag week.
For the hashtag week, yeah.
We just take a little bit more out of that. Just for peace of mind's sake.
You might be near the end of it now.
Yeah. Don't forget, you got to hollow it, so that's weak.
Yeah, that's all that's getting there. Not going to take any more out of that. We're going to finish the cup first. So let's put a bit of shape into the cup. So I don't want anything too fancy.
Pete says he's giving you a thumbs up for now, but if you put a captive ring off, you can easily take it off.
So I'm just removing some timber here.
Susie's asking, could the goblet have been turned the other way around with the inclusion in the cup? That might have looked nice, or would it have broken up? Might have broken up, mightn't it? I don't know.
Would have made it a whole lot less functional, though. So because we're in spindle orientation, kind of speed is our friend a little bit. So we're currently running at 1500 revs.
2000 would be better.
You could, aye. You
Jim-
could whack it way up if you want.
Jim Matthew has just joined us.
Hi, Jim.
The Jim.
Right, so that's about the base of the goblet there.
Chris Bailey
Gotta take
Woodworks
that in a little
joined.
bit. Who was that? Sorry.
Chris Bailey Woodworks.
Hi,
Ruby
Chris.
Clare's in. Hello, Ruby.
Hi,
Hi,
Ruby.
Ruby.
So we'll just take that down a little bit there. That's where the base of the goblet's going to be. Somewhere like that. Now that little cut there, just as I finished that cut, I just rotated my hand anti-clockwise and closed the face up so as it wouldn't catch the bottom wing. It's actually pretty nice.
Looks good, yeah.
Bell shape. Very good.
Yeah, kind of just simple bell shape. We'll do something with the lip in a minute. In fact, we'll do that now. We'll bring that out a little bit more. Just like that.
Just like that.
Let's have a look. It's not too bad. There's a couple of little lines in it, but it'll sand okay. Just going to quickly sand that just to see what it looks like. Don't know why that's sitting there. I'll just use the inertia sander for this.
Ed Shaver's in.
I had.
Ed.
Hi, Ed.
On speed down a bit.
Roy's the boy has
Tractor on.
just joined us.
Hello,
Evening,
Roy.
Roy.
You going to texture the cup or the actual base? Or...
I am indeed.
Right.
I'm intending to texture the cup.
Oh.
I might even colour it. I don't know yet.
Oh.
Well, depends what the wood looks like. No. Really.
It does.
So just that was a quick run with 120 grit, just to see what it looks like in there. And that's actually quite a nice piece of wood. A little bit of figure there. It's got kind of vertical lines or horizontal lines at the minute. They will be vertical when it stands up. No, they won't. They'll be horizontal. No, they won't. They'll be vertical.
It'll be vertical.
One or the other.
Barry's Wood Creations just popped in.
Hi, Barry. Welcome
Hey,
along,
Barry.
buddy. So we're going to use a little bit of texturing tool. So we will put a small
It's a
texturing
pity all
tool.
the nice colour is on the other end of it and we're going to turn it away.
This green,
Yeah.
yeah. Got to turn
Yeah.
most of that away. Ah, well, never mind. That's
I
what
know
it
it
is. Not too worried.
Well, it
So
could
we'll
be a
put a
thick
nice-
stem goblet if you want to leave it there.
Well, it could be. We'll put a little texturing band at the top here, and then we'll put a couple of lines either side of it. That's a spiraling tool. That's not a texturing tool, Brian. That'll not do.
That'll do for the stem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not having a spiral stem. Don't be starting that nonsense now.
You can
Well, just
spin it
grab the
really
texturing
fast
tool.
and get a catch with a skew and you'll get an automatic spiral.
Yeah, well, I'm good at
Correct.
that. I don't know if you can see that from there. Can you see that from there? So there's the texturing toolkit. We'll just take that little brass bit out, pop that one in there.
Benjamin has just said, have you decided how you're going to recover it? If,
Yep.
brackets, when the
Yep.
stem breaks.
Second
See,
piece
Ben,
of wood.
I know exactly how I'm going to
all
recover
organised.
it. That's the wrong way
All
around.
organised.
There's a blue thing over here that goes in. It's called the bin.
Gav today Woodworks is in. Hello, Gav.
So
There you
just give
go.
that a little tighten up. Now, this magical thing, when it first came here, had this Allen key and this little knurled knob, and I could never get it tight enough. So I just rounded the end off that so as it fits through the little hole. But I don't want to over tighten it because it's brass. And that's how I overcame that issue. Let me just close that up. put it away again. I'll come back over here.
Nice kit, that.
It is a very nice kit, yep, I'll have to say. So low texture. There we go. So speed down to around about 500 somewhere. This is Tools by Robert Sorby. That's still not 500. That's about 500. And all we're going to do is engage the tool and just sweep it from left to right. A little bit more. I'm going to try and leave about half an inch at the top here. I'm going to do it one more time. Let's see what we got. There you go, it's a bit fuzzy, but we can fix that in a heartbeat. So I used 120 grit before, so we'll go up to I'm just going to jump straight to 240. I know it's quite a big jump, but we'll go straight to 240. Turn the speed up a little bit. Oh, extractor on again. Extractor should be working well today.
Clean the filters, have we?
Because I cleaned the filters this afternoon. Put new paper bags on.
Oh, blimey.
No expense, Bill.
You come into money or something?
Ah, there we go. That's not too bad. It's a little bit lumpy, but it'll do.
That's texture.
It's kind of cherry is not very good at taking that texture. And I have this little point tool that I use to make lines on it. You could use the point of a skew or anything you wanted, but I have this, so I just use this. Just a little bit of trailing. Just put a little line in there. And then the other line is about there. Make that one a little bit deeper.
You've got to use all your tools. There's no justification for keeping them. See?
Well, exactly. You have to justify them, don't you?
Yeah. Once a year, use it if you have to.
There we go. That's nice.
Perfect.
Now, if I was going to colour this, I would burn them in. Now, what do you think?
You could burn them in anyway. They look nice burned.
Yeah, they would.
They look nice burnt. Will we burn them?
Yeah,
Just
I think it would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you might want to. You might want to just put some.
We'll use a little bit
wax
of
in there.
Formica then, and we'll turn the speed away up. Get a nice piece of Formica. What I haven't done is I haven't sanded it, so I'll just give that a quick rub with a sander on both sides, just to sharpen it up a wee bit, so it doesn't make the groove too big. There. There. Do that one again.
You might want to put some embellishing wax in the texture then.
I might.
Never know. Never know. Michelle would like to know: are you selling? Are you made of money, or are you selling wood?
Neither.
Neither. Check your
I'm just
bank
going to
account.
remove a little bit more of this waste here. Just going to take a little bit more out of this, so as I can finish the bottom, a bit more of the bottom of this cup. But I'm going to take it off at an angle so as I don't cause too much of a weakness in there. Still have to hollow this, of course.
You do.
So just in there.
That gets your shape where you're going to go to the bottom end. Isn't it?
And that should do a thing. That'll allow me to get in there with the sandpaper. Wherever it is. There it is. That just allows the sandpaper into the bottom there. And I can get this properly finished then.
Yes, that's
Now,
a nice shape.
It is good shape.
The question now is, do we colour it?
Well, do you feel lucky? I think. See, you could have some color in the. Well, you could have
Just
some
In the
embellishing
texture
wax in
piece. Yeah.
the texture bit, can you? Or
Colour in the
color
in
it.
the texture, just Terry.
Yeah, that would look nice. Well,
Just in the texture.
Yeah,
What about if we
could
did
either
something really
color
bold?
that, or you could embellish and wax it. It's up to you, really. You got your burn line, so you won't bleed across, will it? If you colour it.
Well, if I'm going to use embellishment, I actually need to sand and seal it first.
What do you have in mind?
Didn't have anything in mind. I'm just winging it. I'm just making it up to go along.
It could be like Gary Glass says, you could hollow it down a few mil and colour it the inside plum so it looks like it's a full glass of wine. That's the
Colour the
hollowing
inside
bit.
plum again. Gary's got plum in the brain as well.
Yeah, I think he drinks a bit of wine myself, a bit of red wine.
I forgot to switch my extractor on there. Why didn't you remind me?
Because you weren't doing
Right.
enough to make any mess.
Royce the boy says green with gold embellishing wax.
A green cup with gold embellishment. Oh, green in here. And then gold embellishment wax on top.
Maybe not.
You're pushing your luck now. Well, you could have
Come on,
it
you
if
could
want.
you could plum in there and gold embellishing wax. That would give you a nice contrast.
Plum.
And then it would look like a glass of red
plum not
wine.
very dark. Will you not go with something? Yeah. Well, it could go with plum, I suppose. What about well, that's royal blue. That's not any good. Spirit stains, maybe.
Well, whatever you want.
Green
Whatever you
spirit,
want.
green spirit stain, or that's black. I want black.
Black and gold goes together.
Orange, no.
Gold
Pete
leaf, it
says
says Pete.
gold leaf, yeah.
Gold leave it. Right, Pete. Cheers,
Right,
Pete.
now you're definitely
you.
getting a captive ring.
Or two.
You upset Brian, you might get 2, yeah.
Right, here we go. It's plum. We're getting plum. You've talked me into it. If I can find it. You must have plum somewhere. There we go.
I think it'll look
Plum.
nice in the cherry.
Good.
Oh, I'm running out of plum. Goodness me, I'm going to have to go and buy plum. So I'm going to paint this on with a tiny small brush. And if I make a mess of this, Terry Bray,
That's nothing to me.
it's your fault.
You're just going to make sure I don't go over those lines.
That's what I'm trying to do, Terry. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, but the bristles might spit
you-
as I go over the texture, so be careful.
But you know me, Terry.
I know.
He's
But
been
handless.
practicing.
A bit handless sometimes,
Heavy-handed.
Can't you just have to let it sit there and let it bleed in and hope it doesn't go too far?
Well, it shouldn't go with a burn, hopefully.
It shouldn't, but this is me, Terry.
Well, yeah.
You know how good I am with colours and waxes and stuff.
You could have got the old spray. What's the name?
Airbrush.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're away completely bonkers now. It would be
Start in the
everywhere.
middle and creep up to each burn
Yeah,
line.
Yeah, okay, Terry. Maybe in 100 years' time when I've mastered the airbrush.
But I was going to say that you might have actually done the bottom of the goblet with it as well by then. So. Yeah, that's
Probably
not
would have.
bleeding over. That's looking good.
That is a little bit, actually.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I'll sand it. You can see how much it bleeds down there. Can you guys see that bleeding in there?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can
That's
see it
there, just
sneaking in.
It just sneaks its way right down there.
As long as you don't put too much on in one go, you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Whose idea was that? Oh, mine.
Yours.
Dang, it was me again.
Actually, it wasn't you. Somebody suggested plum. Wasn't it?
Who suggested plum? Who was it? Not that Gary Glass fella, was it?
I think so. Ben James is a cracking video quality tonight, Brian.
Thanks, Ben. The camera broke.
Ben's
Let's
probably
get-
watching on a big TV.
Oh, I hope not. Don't be watching a big TV. You get far too good an image these days. You can see every little mark. We don't want that. How are we doing for time, boys?
Oh, it's plenty of times. Only half past. Just gone. You did start late as usual.
I never started late. We had a bit of a false start at the beginning. I thought I'd pressed the go live button. I hadn't actually pressed it, so that was clever.
Malfunction in the button.
It was,
Yeah, we'll blame on the button
operator error. Terry said.
as usual.
see, that's bleeding through there. I've got to burn that again. I'll just make that burn line a little bit bigger, I think. And it'll be fine. Can you see that just there?
I can see. Too much on the brush. You got to it.
I know. Heavy-handed again, is that what you're telling me?
You just got excited near the end.
Yes, shaky hand. Get that when you get old.
It's not that shaky. I mean, come on, I'm nearly 70. It's not that shaky.
Where Bird Learner says you're only on a 65-inch TV, Johnny Brian.
Jeez.
He's not looking at a goblet. He's looking at a skip at the moment on a piece of timber.
Looks like a log.
Looks like a log. Looks like half a tree.
He's turned a 3-foot tree into a goblet.
Definitely bled up here a bit as well. Should have sealed this first. Yeah, a little bit overbleed there too. I'm going to try and fix that now though. How am I going to try and fix that, Terry?
Spindle gouge, just take a tiny little piece off.
Yeah, let it dry first.
Let it dry,
Back
let it
The spindle
dry.
gouge. Just gently. Take a bit
Just
of
take
Go
a
up to the
little.
burn line.
Let it dry
Be gentle,
first.
be gentle.
I'm doing it. I'm always gentle. I'm always gentle.
Michelle,
Ed's in. Hi, Ed.
what did you say?
He's just finished a goblet this morning. He says, I wish I'd seen this first. You guys have some good ideas.
Well, see. all these boys rushing in, you know. Yorkshire gets in. Hello, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Right, Lynn?
Right, so I'm going to try and take a little spindle gauge right up to the edge of that, am I? I'm
You
just
are.
going to
Very gently.
little tiny.
Or
She's got-
scooches, or you put it up.
No, I'll just use this. So we're just going to try and take a tiny little.
Actually, what
shortcut.
you could do is you could get your point tool again and just go in until you see it's white. You know, actually you've got past. Just a little bit deeper with it. If it's dry, it won't bleed then.
I think you're good now.
Look right?
I didn't
Yeah.
get it.
Oh, a little bit there, like that's it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit here. Point tool, make it a little bit deeper and burn it again.
That might work. You know, just to, and you can see how deep you're gonna go with your line.
Just go on the edge of it, Brian.
Sorry?
Just the edge.
Just go on the edge of it, not the point. Just lightly
Just
rub
on-
away the colour, like. No, to go back the other way.
No.
That way,
Like
yeah,
that. That's
now,
it. Like
that
that.
way,
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah,
That's
just
it.
lightly, just to get the colour off.
This is
Sketchy.
Jennifer's crafting creations. Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Sterling Greeley is in as well. Good evening, Stuart. Just gentle, Brian, because you know
let it go.
that's better.
That done it, I think.
Just a little bit more. A little bit more.
No,
Of
it's
that.
okay.
No,
No, it's all right.
just there. Back a bit there.
Nah, you can't see.
No,
that,
I like a
okay?
dream rat. I can see
You
it.
can't see that. If
I
you
can
can
see
see that, Terry, your eyes are better than mine. I don't care.
I like a dream rat.
Hawkeye Terry.
Oh,
Eyes like a travelling rat.
I got a Scottish eye, any Hawkeye the new.
And now what we'll do now is,
There.
oh, listen to that squeak. Oh,
Haven't waxed your bed, have you?
I did wax it this morning, Terry.
Did you? Ah.
Terry, I can't believe you actually said that to me.
But have you
Wax your bed.
actually used it so much today already that needs doing again?
Just reburn that. See what that looks like.
It's good.
We should be good now. There we go. How's that?
Yep.
Was
Still
that
got
do?
your texture, or have you filled it up with paint?
No, it's still wet yet.
I said that, didn't I?
Well, you have to put enough on to make it take the colour. I mean, what do you want?
Bloody impatient you.
Sometimes, Terry, you're just I don't know.
That's going to go through now. It's going to soak through when you hollow that out.
That's all
So
right.
you're going to
I'll
have to
just
do the
leave it thick
inside
then.
purple as well.
I'll just leave
Get
it
the
thick.
heat on it there.
Okay.
Oh, he has it. He has it going. Good man.
Problem is, it's cherry. I don't want to heat it too much. You'll end up with a big split in it.
Well, then you fill it with resin.
Yeah, I'll just dip it in resin. That's right. The colour went a bit lighter there, so I'm assuming it's drying.
Mm-hmm.
Right, there we go. That'll do. Right, sanding seal that now. Sanding sealer.
Gary Glass comes back. to
Matte
use
sanding
plum
sealer
resin.
from Hampshire Sheen Professional Range. Don't know why he sold me professional sanding sealer. I have no idea.
Gullibussy.
Just
Have
give
you
it,
used
Good
it much
stuff,
yet?
actually.
give it a look. Have I used it much?
Yeah.
Not a huge amount, no.
Yeah.
Stick that board up there just to protect the lathe bed a little bit. Getting fussy. That'll do.
Perfecto.
That'll do.
No,
I nearly
nice
gave
grain
it.
there.
I nearly gave it another squirt there, but I restrained myself. So now we have to wait for that to dry. So we'll just turn the lathe on nice and slow. Out there. Slower than that even. I'll change it from there. That was 333. It was going there, so I'll change that again.
Pete Twisted Tree says he's noticed that 43 people were withholding hitting the thumbs up button in case there is an errant captive ring.
They're just withholding it in case I don't break it.
Yeah. If it breaks, it'll be click, 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 click. Yes.
Inches, 2 inches, Brian. It's easier. Why is that thing on again? Oh, made the cup too big. Oh, well,
Oh, that's
all
all right.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
Oh, more wine.
Yeah, but half a gallon this time. So we'll have to fix the bottom of this again because it's not quite right. But we can do that. We can resand that once we get the stem done a bit. We'll get down half the stem and do it. But the next thing is to hollow this, isn't it?
It is.
Yep.
Quite a
Spindle
long,
gauge
it's
down
quite a
through the
long
middle
way
and
out
then
from
pull
the
it
chuck,
out.
isn't it? But I'm going to try and hollow it with a spindle gauge. That'll be interesting.
Gently.
So while starts drying, yes, yeah, gently, exactly. While starts drying, switch that off a second. Take that tailstock out of the way and remove the elbow starboard.
Just give that choke a tap of the key again there, Brian. Just to...
That's exactly what I'm going to do, mate. Excuse me, guys. Still not got rid of the cough yet. So we're crushing the end grain
That's your
fibers.
excuse
So
if it breaks, isn't it?
what? I've still got a
I
cough.
think if the thing is going to break, just go jump sideways.
Oh shit!
Snap it.
Oh dear! Oh dear! I broke
If you
it.
want to finish early, just go oh snap. That'll do.
I'm not in a bother, guys. It is what it is, you know. Let's bring this tool rest up here. In a big tool rest, but we'll just leave it in. And we want our little spindle gauge, this one, to be bang on centre, don't we? And we'll drill a hole with it. We'll just mess with that until we get it right.
Change our camera when we can.
Is that camera there good enough?
Yep.
Bang
Bang
So
on,
that's
buddy.
bang on centre. And should I have a fresh edge on that, do you think?
I will sharpen it again.
I think it's a good idea. Put a fresh edge on it. Let's go over here.
Always helps.
Let's go over here. Pro edge.
Glyn says, I think you might need a spare pair of underwingers. Hollow to the end of that with a spindle gouge.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Fear not.
Of course, Adrian Olsen says you could do as as Les does and do a bit of back hollowing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no.
It's easily done if you know what you're doing.
I had a try.
Yeah, right,
It's not
Gary.
for me.
You what?
I had a try and it didn't work out for me.
It didn't work
Yeah.
out for me either. I broke it. So I'm not
Yeah,
doing it again
likewise.
today. I will practice it on a little small box or
Yeah.
something, but I'm not going to do it
Yeah,
on a goblet.
scrapwood. Just do it
It's
on
9
scrapwood.
inches. It's 9 inches away from the chuck. That's not happening. It's not a very good
No,
idea.
they're not far away. No.
Camera, Brian. Or are you going sharpening again?
No, I'm there. I'm here.
There
Is
you
that
go.
okay, or
Good
do you
man.
want that one?
No, other one.
The other one.
You sure?
Yeah.
Is it good?
You are.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that fast enough?
No.
I think I might turn it off a bit. Let's have a go. See if we can get this again here in the centre.
Straight in.
So basically, we're using the flute as a twist on a drill. Don't like the way that's.
If I drill up a bit.
Just plunge it straight in. But don't go too far all at once.
Mark on your gauge how far you can go down mine. 'Cause it might just go quick all of a sudden.
Well, I've got the gauge. The gauge has only got a really short flute on it, if you
Alright.
see.
Okay. Yeah.
So if we go down the depth of the flute, we're only about halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
So just have to keep emptying that. So that's me down the depth of the flute, which is there. Show you that in the overhead. That's me down as far as there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have a little bit to go yet. But we'll just open this. We'll just open this hole a little bit.
Yeah, long way out, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna sing
vibrating
like
a
a
whole
devil,
lot,
yeah.
yeah. It is a long way from home.
Steady rest will be good.
Yeah, steady rest would have been ideal, wouldn't it? I haven't got one.
Mm.
So now we can plunge this in a little bit further now.
Forcing a bit would be good too.
Yeah.
I've
I
got
was
a
just
Fostner
going to
bit too.
suggest
I
that.
can use a Fostner bit.
I thought you had a steady rest, Brian. No.
No, I don't. No. Let's see where we are now. Yeah, that's pretty good. One more. That should be that. That should be far enough. Now we just need to hollow this. Just have to excuse the noise, guys.
All right.
Just go check the chuck again.
Get your final size on the outer rim first, and then just work it down because you don't want to have to come back to it.
No, I'm not going to come back to it.
Adrian, it's a spindle gauge at the moment.
The spindle gauge is right.
Ruby's just popped in to say, make a steady rest, Brian. It's not hard.
I will, Ruby.
So will I, Ruby, one day. I think back all the one would be out of the question now, don't you, William?
What's that?
back hollowing would be out of the question now. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
too
for
far.
me,
It's
anyway.
too far away from the chuck.
Yeah.
Keep nibbling away, you'll get it.
Yeah, get there.
We'll just keep nibbling away bits is right, William, and that'll. That's not how you're supposed to hollow that, but it's working.
No, but because you're pushing towards the tail stock, you're reducing the
Correct,
vibration.
yeah.
I often
more
do
The
that
edge
as well,
of
yeah.
sorry.
Getting the support off the bevel, yeah.
Yeah. I'll have a think about that, Barry. Robert Border is in.
And
Robert.
I'm only using a 1/4 inch spindle gauge here as well, so I'm going to change up now to one that's slightly bigger. And just drop that tool rest just a fraction. I'm just watching here to see do I see any purple appear.
Yeah, you're quite thin then.
It might be a bit too
What do you say,
late at
Terry?
that stage.
Too late at that stage, yeah.
Yeah, too late. Let me get another light in here. Oops, I just banged that camera. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're on the other one, actually, on the tail.
You're on the other one, so there's no problem.
Back it back over there. There.
Right in the way. Camera's right in the way. The light.
Camera okay, aye?
No, the light's right in the way. We can see what you're doing. That's it.
There you are. That's better.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to sand that rim.
Mhm.
And that should be a finished cut going down there now.
Before you do the finishing cut for the rest of it, don't forget to sharpen your gouge again because you're pushing against end grain all the time.
Oops.
You could, Gary, use a Simon O'Wallower for it, but it's a long way off a chuck, so if it grabs, it will crack open.
It will, yeah. It'll move.
Right, I'm just going to stop there for a second. I'll have a look in there and see what's happening. See how good or how bad that is.
It'll be fine.
So this is okay here. I can sand this edge
Mhm.
and that'll be finished. Just go sand that by hand. I'll just go with 120 grit to begin with. Oh, it's 2 bits. 120, 180, 240. Will be fine. So 120. Turn the speed down a little bit. Bring up the extractor.
And switch it on.
Switch it on, yeah. And if you drop your piece of sandpaper, it goes straight down the extractor.
Well, that is a bit of an issue, Terry.
I know. It flies quick, doesn't it, on those?
Oh, yeah.
Gone.
I put a bit of wire mesh in front of mine to stop that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to roll this edge out over.
Looks like that inclusion is holding up, though. It hasn't snapped, so, you know.
It hasn't snapped yet, so hopefully we're going to be okay.
Lionel's in. La Tilla de Leo. Hello, Lionel.
Hi, Lionel. Welcome along, buddy. We'll have to have a post-mortem about what happened to Joe.
Yeah, I think she's.
It
Still
did
in
happen
the
a
some
couple of
reason.
times when we were in chatting beforehand.
The sound went as well as she
Yep.
dropped out several times. So maybe a bad internet connection.
So I'm trying to keep the paper moving here so as we don't get radio marks on it. And I'm using the pad of my finger on the piece of paper so as we've got a flat surface rather than a sharp surface. Hopefully it's going to be right. And I just want to get in that first inch or so that I know that it's finished. Let's have a look at that. We can give it a little rub with the grain.
No purple coming through. Look at it. So you're all right.
No, there's no purple there, Terry. That's good.
Stephen Miller's just joined us. Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Now I'm just taking the sharp edge off of that. That's pretty sharp, I have to say.
So sorry he's late. He's just been finishing decorating a birthday cake.
Well,
Top of the day, making items for upcoming Christmas markets. No peace for the wicked. True, Stephen.
So back to hollowing again. Switch that off. Still okay with that camera?
Yep.
Tool rest close enough?
Yeah, I think so, Ter.
Okay.
I don't know how well you boys can see that.
We can see
you
it.
boys and girls can see that.
Yeah, I can see right to the end there. Yeah.
As long as you can see it.
So that's me down as far as I had drilled. And that's making a terrible noise. So I'm going to come across here and try and go down the side now.
We need to sharpen the spindle gauge again.
Yeah, for the last cut anyway.
Yeah, for that.
I will just in a second, Terry.
Try the burrow.
Right, let's have a look at that. Because we're getting to a stage where we need to finish that cut. That's fine. Let me just show you how far in that is. With my little depth gauge. Oops. Put the depth gauge in. Pull it out to there. That's it. Go to the overhead. That's how far in we are.
Well,
And I'm not going to get any further than that. I don't really want to go right to the bottom because I want to leave enough meat in there for the stem to hold it. So let me just have a look and see how I'm tidying that up. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of tidying up down through the bottom. But I'm going to sharpen the gouge again. Back to the sharpener. Should have used my 1/2 inch spindle gouge for this, Terry. Getting down the bottom, that would have been heavy.
You could have done. Or you could have used a 10mm bowl gouge.
I've got a 10mm bowl gauge right enough.
That would have done it. Get more strength in the gouge, that is.
Yeah, it's a bit stronger, but it's got bigger wings on it to catch you on, though, hasn't it?
True. All the fun of it, though.
Adds to it.
More
Yeah,
fun.
that's the
More fun
suspense.
for whom?
Us.
Yeah, I thought that.
We don't care if it blows up.
No, no, you don't. I have to tell you now that I really. Right,
Camera.
let's just move that. I'll change the camera now, Terry. Give me a second. Just what do you think now? I'm going to put that right down in the bottom there. I can see that now. I need to just come in a little bit there and then come out across. We'll take a little bit this way. That's it. Now, just down that side. And then try that one more. From there. And just bring that across to the middle, and then we'll go from the middle back out that edge again, and just blend those two cuts together.
You might want to use a little round nose scraper down the bottom of there.
I have got one, Terry. I'm going to use it just in a second. But I just wanted to try and get that as neat as I could using the tool. That should be good. Well, I'm not finished with that. I can't put that away yet. I'm finished with the point tool for now. I have got a 1-inch scraper here. Negative rake.
I might just,
So just
clean the bottom up nicely, mightn't it? Save you struggling.
And just take that little knob out of there. Just like that. And then just pull it on up the side so we get blend the edge together. And that should be that. Just stick my finger in there now, see what that looks like. It feels like.
Looks good from this angle, anyway.
That does look good from here, yeah.
I'll let you
That's
see.
all that counts, really.
We'll stick the camera in there in a second.
Oh, we're going to get roving cam.
There's a nice little bore in that scraper. It's taking a nice little shaving off.
Yeah, just the dust off is lovely, and it cleans it right up.
Yeah.
It's just the tiniest little shaving I've taken off of there. And we'll try and let you see in there with this camera.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it in there? Is that the right camera you're looking at?
Yeah, no, switch camera, Brian.
This one. There you go.
So, look at that. That'll stand up nicely.
So that is right all the way down. It's nice.
Yeah.
There's just a tiny little ring in the bottom there, which will sand up, and
Yeah,
then it just
sand
needs a
that
little
out,
bit of
yeah.
sanding on the end grain here, or what looks like end grain now. I have got a little tool for that. Hopefully this will just go in there. Oh, it's too big. I wonder what my fingers do.
The one on the end
Michelle
of the finger,
Hughes.
yeah.
Yeah. Michelle Ousby says you're getting a bit thin on top, Brian.
She's funny.
No, I think she's right, though.
She's 100% right. Is that 120? No, it's too
Grass
far.
doesn't grow on a busy street, Michelle.
Good, well said.
Need that to
Rob
fold
from
over the
Kingsport's
bottom.
got a good. Rob from Kingsport's got a good idea. He says we need helmet cam, Brian.
Helmet cam, yeah. Well, this is the next best thing, Rob. Can't really get
GoPro.
you any closer to the action than that.
Or could be safety glasses cam.
I really
Roy
can't
says,
get you
can you
any
lift
closer.
Can you lift the camera up a bit?
Yep.
It's a little bit low. Just because all we see is your hand, then you lift it up a bit. That's
Okay,
it.
so if I can just lift that up to there somewhere.
That's it. Yeah, and then it'll come down over the top of your hand. We can see what you're doing. That's better.
Still kind of in the way, am I?
Oh, that's okay though. That's well, you know, you're allowed to get your fingers in there.
Let's have a look.
Sanding is not the most pleasurable thing to look at.
It's
anyway.
not.
No, sorry, guys.
Oh, you're all right. Has to be done. Has to be done.
Should switch to the interlude. You know, just have something Pathé News playing or something. 10 minutes while you sand and then come back.
Well, if your cut's good
Oh,
enough,
well
it should
done.
take 10 minutes.
No, well done,
That's
Mick.
me at
Mick,
180. I'm now at 240.
Mick Stratton's checked his bank account. He says the DWP paid him £500.
No, they did not again.
Tool
Oh,
money.
They're nice
I
people.
know the feeling, Mick.
Mind you, I just topped up my oil tank today for the central heating.
Bet that hurt.
Yeah, it did. 500 litres.
Wow. That's the end of your
Yeah,
winter
that's the winter
heating
fuel allowance.
allowance.
The winter fuel allowance went all on oil for my central heating.
But
And
that's what it's for, I suppose.
Question. What light are you using?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that.
That light is the record power light. I'll show you in a second. Because we're just about finished sanding, I have to say it. And that just folded over my finger there. That wasn't very pleasant.
Chris from Bailey Woodwork says he loves the sanding part. It puts him right to sleep. Problem is, he's still at work. Cracker.
Don't make me laugh, guys. I'm not well. Quick bit of tidying up. What about housekeeping for you? Stop that.
Roy, it's for pensioners, Roy. Old age pensioners. Get it.
We've got a little bit of radial marks on there, so we'll just give it a rub with the 240 again with the grain. Sometime today would be good, Brian. Now, if I was keeping this and it wasn't just a demo for you guys, or it's not a demo as such, guys, it's just me playing with a piece of wood, I would take a whole lot more time over sanding this to make sure it was perfect.
I think you should. We should be here till midnight, then you can start doing the other end of it.
Oh. It's all about the finish, because nobody cares. Anybody who buys your work, nobody cares how you got there. You could have turned the whole thing with a brick and a bit of sandpaper, and it wouldn't matter. As long as it turns out nice. The finish is the most important bit, so don't
Correct.
skimp on the finish.
That's
That's
it.
the answer. The rest of it, the fancy stuff, getting there, the bit that we like, is basically just for us. At the end of the day, I'm going to blow that out now because I don't really want that. And I'll show you, I haven't forgotten about the light, Susie.
Brian El Tenero de Madeira says they don't get the allowance in Spain. You don't need it because you don't. It's not cold.
Not that long, you don't need it. Right, now let's have a look at this light first, Susie. Let me change camp mode. Don't move that. Go there first. And then move that camera back over there so you don't get seasick. This is the light, Susie. It comes from Record Power. You can find it on their website. I don't know what price they're. This one actually came with my bandsaw. And it just has a large gooseneck. It's about, I don't know, how long is it? 18 inches. And it's got 5 LED, I think it's 5 LED bulbs. Don't look in it, Brian. Don't be an idiot. And it has a little press button here. And if you buy the rechargeable battery that comes with it, I just unscrew this and show you. There is a.
Obviously, that's extra because you could buy ordinary batteries, can you?
So these are just ordinary Duracell batteries, rechargeable Duracells, which I take out and recharge on my own, on my little charger. But you could get the batteries from Record Power, and they charge through a USB port.
You can plug them in. They come with the little connector. You can just plug them in direct to the mains as well.
There's there.
Yeah.
There's a little USB connector there that you can plug in.
Because they do love batteries.
They do. They kind of just eat batteries. I've got a little problem with mine. It keeps getting slack at the top. But it normally lives on my bandsaw, and I only use it very occasionally here. Right, so that's that. I'm going to sanding seal that now. Or am I going to colour the inside? Did we say we're going to colour it, did we?
Well, you thought you might. It's up to you. It's your piece of work.
Yeah, if I start colouring it now, it might bleed over into that. So
It
I'm not
may
gonna-
well. It's rather thin now, isn't it?
I'm not colouring the inside.
Um,
I'm not colouring the inside. I'll just give it a quick spray of sanding sealer. And what I should do really is go at it with some Yorkshire grit. And that would shine.
Oh, it's a pity. Joe won't be here to sing.
You have to go, Terry. It's your turn.
No.
Just
I'd
take
rather
it
add
a
an
little bit.
Irish twang to it, William. So
No, you don't want to hear
if you
that.
know the words.
You don't want to
If you
hear
know the
that.
words, be my guest.
Just let that dry for a second, guys. Well, yeah, because I have to stick something in there now to try and hold this up. Where is my tennis ball, Terry?
Don't know.
There it is.
Have you got a stress ball? Living with Michelle, you might have a stress ball. That works
Oh.
good.
I've got a tennis ball. This is Mike's Walt tennis ball. He sent me it.
Look out
With
now,
his
then.
little-
That inclusion is
his
going to come
little
into
smirky
play.
face on it. Yeah.
Haven't seen anything of Mike lately.
He's working.
Yeah, he got a new job
New
He
job.
moved.
And he's
after I don't know how many years from one place to another.
lots of years.
You think he would have more sense and just stay in the one place, wouldn't he? But apparently not. Why did I take it over there? Leave that over there.
But his age, you just think he'd retire
You would think, yeah, Mike's as old as me. He's just
or more.
can't. He just likes to work. I can't need that to dry though. No, not dry yet. The problem with
It'll
these,
dry. Well, you can
aerosol
you can
sandwiches
start
is
cutting the other side, can you? You're not going to get any shavings in
start
there.
cutting this bit. I could,
Yeah.
but I wanted to give it a bit of support, Terry.
Oh, right, okay.
But a lot more. We can
No, wait, just wait then, just in case. I don't want to be the cause of it snapping.
check him. That's all I can say.
I don't mind. Actually, I'll have quite a laugh. But
Ed said it looks nice.
I would laugh too.
yeah, Ed said it does.
Doesn't
look
bother
nice.
me in the slightest. If you break something, you break something.
Yeah,
I've been working on a piece for I don't know how many hours, guys. I'm going to show you it. I've been working on this piece for ages, forever. For the last, I don't know, 3 weeks, messing about with this, trying to work at it, and I went through the bottom.
design change.
Wasn't that clever, eh? So that's going to be a complete design change.
Tell the truth, Brian. You
Sanded
sanded through the bottom.
Yeah,
You
sanded
went,
it.
no,
You
you
cut
went
through
through the
it.
side.
I went through
Went
the
through
side
with a
basically, yeah.
sander, yeah.
From
Funny.
outside to inside with a sander. Terry was watching. It was his fault because he said,
Oh,
sand that a bit more there. Get that a bit
Then make
thinner,
sure you don't
sand
go
it a
through
bit
the
more."
bottom, Brian. Wallop straight through.
No, he didn't say that at all. He just said, keep sanding there, keep sanding. Oh, okay, thanks, Terry. Oh, Terry, look,
I
there's a
did
bit of a
not.
hole there.
But it is a nice lampshade, says Ed. Could
Right,
be a
that'll
nice
do.
lampshade.
I think we're good there.
Michelle agrees. A lampshade would be all right.
Shall we agree with you, of course.
Of course you would. Mickey,
Well, here, I have to finish the inside of that, yeah? I have to,
sand it.
no, I've sanded it already, Terry.
get the grit out.
Well, it's 400 grit sandpaper or Yorkshire grit or what?
A little bit of 400 grit.
Or just Yorkshire grit. That'll do it.
Yorkshire grit it. Well, Yorkshire grit it, will we?
Yeah.
Seeing as how I'm sponsored by Yorkshire grit.
William can't wait to sing.
Yeah.
Seeing as how I'm kind of supported by, not sponsored by, Yorkshire grit, I better use it. So we're going to use Yorkshire grit, which is currently made by Easy Wood Tools in Kentucky. And I said this the other day, if you evaluate the price between the Yorkshire grit and its competitor now, the True Grit, you'll find, if you evaluate the price correctly and make sure you add in shipping, etc., you'll find that there's not a whole lot of difference in price. Currently selling at DJ Evans. Is it DJ Evans?
Well, we're in Ireland. We're Northern Ireland.
No, in the UK.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a DJ. I think it's DJ Evans, isn't it? I think so. And on Amazon. So speed around 400-ish. If you can't manage 400, 500 will do. And just work the grit until it breaks down and starts to feel smooth under your fingers. It's that simple. I haven't polished outside yet either. Better do that as well. Goodness sake,
Plenty
Terry.
of time. It's only 20 past 8, Brian. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah, I know. I've still a whole stem to cut. And
4 hours before midnight.
Yeah, it won't be here till midnight. How many have we got watching anyway?
I can't tell you because I can't see it on
78.
this.
78. Yeah.
78. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that.
And if
Wow.
you like what you see, guys, hit the thumbs up for Brian. Give him a bit of show the
Yeah.
love.
And if you wouldn't mind sharing it out as well, that would be spectacular. We could always do a few extra subscribers. Try to
Yeah,
grow the
sounds
channel a
good.
little bit. It would be nice.
Yeah, because I'm catching up on you.
I know. So, and Pete, I think Pete's nearly overtaken me already. Pete
Well,
had a video there that just went bonkers.
I haven't got
You
many
wanted to show-
subscribers at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's starting to go now. I can feel it getting less gritty under my fingers, if there is such a word, less gritty.
Yeah.
And then that means that the grit is breaking itself down into smaller and smaller particles. Hence, being able to go from 240 grit all the way up to 1,000 grit.
So- And if you really want to tear the backside out of it, you can then clean that off. When it's cleaning, go over a microfine.
That's the white tub, isn't it?
That's the white.
That's the white stuff. Yeah.
Brilliant. Really make it
I'll just
polish.
go do this outside just a little bit, just while I'm here. Just use up the residue that was on the cloth. Stay away from the embellished bit, obviously, not the
It would help.
textured bit.
Texture bit, yeah.
Would help.
Just there. That should be grand. There we go. And I'm going to take a clean piece of cloth now, and I'm going to turn the speed up to around 1,000, and just kind of buff that off a little bit. And it should start to give us a little bit of a shine, but that's not the finish, because Yorkshire grit is not a finish. It's an abrasive
Although it
base.
does give a nice polish with the beeswax.
It does. The beeswax in it does shine up quite nice. You'll see that just in a second. But it isn't a hard wearing finish per se. Beeswax on its own is not a hard wearing finish anyway. You need to put something else in it, like microcrystalline or something, or canuba, to make it a bit more hard wearing.
See, it's polishing the sanding sealer and it gives you the impression of a finish, but it's not hard wearing.
Yeah, not hard wearing at all, no.
You need to put something else on.
So there we go. I should
Lovely.
do that. And last but not least, my usual suspect. And I've lost my little can opener. Where's my skew? I've lost my can opener. Oh, there it is.
You can use a screw for that.
That's it.
Got a posh one supplied by a Hampshire Sheen.
Really posh Hampshire Sheen can opener. So we'll just use a little bit of this.
Well done, Pete. Please put me Brian Altonero de Madeira's channel and he could do with a
Good
few
man.
more subs.
Many subs has Brian got?
Don't know.
Hold on, let me check.
We'd like to try and help out people. So if you're not subscribed to Brian, pop over there, give him a sub.
He currently has 41 subscribers.
Oh, get over there.
Right.
Support the
Yeah.
guy. There's 70
Yep.
people in there. Let's try and get him up to 100. Come on.
Well, there's another
go.
one anyway from me.
When he gets to 100, then he can get his own channel name, which is nice.
You can get his custom URL.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. So I'm just going to let that dry a little for a second or two. That just allows the solvents to kind of evaporate a little bit. And it'll start to feel a bit tacky. And that's kind of when it's ready to polish. Doesn't take very long. So we'll just do this outside bit first. So absolutely zero pressure. The cloth is just, or the piece of paper is just actually touching the piece and no more. No pressure. Don't need it. If you put pressure on it, all you'll do is heat the wax up too much and it'll go streaky. There you go. I'll do the same thing on the inside. Just a light touch, guys. I know there's a whole lot talked about using cloths and stuff on the lathe. This paper I'm using is a bit like sandpaper. If you're going to buy paper towel, buy good stuff. Don't go with cheap.
Yeah. Or the safety paper they sell.
Yeah, safety cloth even.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of softer and
That's really soft.
And a bit better. There we go. So there you are. That's that. Let's go to the overhead and let you see the overhead of that. Closer.
Without that.
There you go.
Beautiful.
So that's nice.
That looks good.
And if we wanted to, we could put a bit of embellishing wax in there, but we can do that at any stage. It doesn't have to be now. We can do it later. Right, let's get on. Let's stick our tennis ball just in there with his little smiley face sticking out the way. And we'll bring that tailstock up. And we're not going to push on it too hard. It's just there just to give it a little bit of stability. That's all. Lock that off. One more turn.
When I'm doing goblets, I use a smaller ball right down in the bottom of it and get the tailstock right down to get the support down the bottom of the cup.
That works. That works as well. Yeah. So now, let's try and make a stem. So we'll go this way first. Some more speed, Brian.
I like that cup, Brian. It looks nice.
You could almost turn that into a handle, can you really, make it a bell?
I could.
You won't rule
it out
yet, Terry.
Inclusion brakes. You might have to have inclusion brakes.
Well, not be the first design change, will it?
But it's fine.
Make a little clacker for the inside and away you go.
Yeah.
We've had the odd design change, it'll not matter. So we're just going to make our way down here and make a little fillet just in here. So we'll come round there. Let's clean that gouge off a bit. We'll just come round the bottom, rubbing the bevel. Bring that on in. And stop about there somewhere. And that'll make a nice little fillet there. There we go. It's maybe too big a fillet, but we can always modify it. And again, trying to cut downhill all the time. So just coming off the bottom of that fillet there and around. And that's going to be the thickness of our stem at the top. That fillet's maybe too big, so we'll take it down a little bit. There we go, that's better. It's a bit nicer, is it, Terry?
Yeah, that looks good.
There we go.
It's fine, Brian.
Ward Wilson has just joined us.
The
West coast of Arizona.
Yeah.
Hey, Ward.
What you say, Terry?
The Ward Wilson's just joined us, and William.
Hi, Ward. Welcome along, buddy.
Everyone in the chat has given Brian a bit of support. He's getting subs. So. Brian with a Y.
Good man. Well done, Brian. Need to get to 100.
Yeah, let's try and get him there. So that's a little uphill cut there. Just there, that's tiny little uphill cut. Just to try and finish off that coming into the neck there. Go like that. Just move that and bring that in there a bit so it's a little bit closer. And nasty bit of vibration there. I'm going to stop and have a look at that because there's a dark piece of part starting to appear just here.
Yeah, that might be the inclusion, mightn't it?
No, the
coming down
inclusion's
through.
down here.
Yeah, it might be coming down through there.
If it is, we're in trouble.
Yeah, it could be traveling down through there.
Now, do we want anything on the stem?
A captive ring?
No.
No.
3 captive rings.
3 captive rings. These are dreaming, guys. These are not getting captive rings. Oh, that doesn't look good, guys. Look.
I say it's travelled up there, look.
That's a big knot. No, the inclusion's over here, Terry. That's a knot.
And travels over to the knot.
Do you think?
Yep.
This could be a bell. Let's find out, eh?
At least you finished the bell ready.
Yeah, true. Worst case scenario, I can just make a separate handle.
Go down with a roughing gouge now. Easy.
Roughing gauge?
Yeah.
You think?
More sturdier, innit?
Better drop the tool rest a bit though.
Because you put more support then. There you go. Once your bottom wing, don't hit the cup.
I know, Terry.
You're shacking. Less stress on the knotted piece than on the thin bar.
Yeah, take it steady now, buddy.
Yeah.
Feel it bouncing off that knot.
Just take a look at it now, Brian, just to see what it's like.
I will just in a second, William. Just want to take that last little bit down there. So as I've got the same curve all the way down. Oh, we're in trouble here, guys.
Yeah, it goes right up. Look, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, starts here, all the way across here.
That may not survive.
No, design
May not
change on the
survive.
base, I think.
It looks nice as it is. Sand it, polish it, done.
Yeah. Job is a good one.
Yeah.
You two being just a bit chickeny there, eh?
No, you have a go, mate. You go right down. 1/8 of an inch thick. We want stem on that. Way to go.
No, I think you're right about the thickness of the stem, like, but I just wonder about this.
See, that could chunk out and it'd be gone when the whole thing goes.
Yeah, you'll lose it, I think.
Be a white walk special. Well, actually, it won't be a special. It'll be a standard.
I'll make what standard
Goblet.
not take too much of a cut there, just a nice little cut.
Two-piece goblet.
Mick
Anybody
Stratton
else
said,
holding their
faint
breath?
hearts never won a fair lady, Brian.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go to there, and I'm going to do a little fillety thing. I need to bring my tool rest up again. I'm just going to bring that little fillet thing down here. And then just roll that over there and take that into the edge of the cup. Right there.
Gary Glass says if it breaks, you can sand the bottom, use it to store a tennis ball.
Tennis ball cup, yeah.
And Roy's the boy says you should send that, but we're better. We made it. Oops.
A bit dodgy.
Dodgy character.
There we go. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I'm not taking bets, Mick. No, you don't only bet on certainties.
What are you taking bets on now?
Mick Stratton says 10 to 1 it breaks.
Well, you know what happens if it breaks, Mick? It's your fault. Right, that's that now. Happy with that.
Brian
Just be a little-
Altanero says, actually, goblets in kit form. There's a job for you, Brian. IKEA.
IKEA kit form goblets, yeah. I'm not sure what to do up here now. Can I take this in a little bit further? I need to get it narrower than the...
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Let's take a bit more out of here.
Yeah.
Pete Twisted Tree says, well, just turn the speed up and get Zed's scraper in there. What could go wrong? Have a little faith, eh? That'll go perfect.
Can I leave that with a big cone at the bottom?
Yeah. Why not? Stephen the Wood's come in. Good evening, Stephen. Joined it right at breaking point almost.
Hi, Stephen.
You'll see what they're talking about now, Stephen. I chose this piece of wood, but I didn't choose very wisely. So we've got a rather large inclusion there, which is starting to disappear now, and then it runs all the way down through here. So right across to there, the inclusion comes. So I'm tempted to leave that.
Actually, looking at it, Brian, if you go around to the small end, so we can see it, the other end, it's spin it round so we can see the other end of the inclusion.
The other side, yeah.
There. That's above the thickness of the spindle, isn't it? So you might be able to get rid of all of it. Yeah, and then it would look nice if you left some in there.
No, Terry, I'm not getting rid of that, Terry. It comes from there, Terry, and goes all the way across, and then over to right down to here. So
it passes the middle. It passes the
there.
center, yeah.
There's where it starts, and there's where it finishes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's there's no way you're getting past that.
Perhaps not.
It's just to try and get a nice design on that on the end here now. I'll do something down here.
It does look nice though. As is.
So if I said I was going to part that off at that height, that's only 50-50, that isn't it? So that's 100 mil there, and right down to the bottom there is 100 and.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be thirds. You can do anything.
Yeah, I know, but they make it pleasing to the eye. Is it? It's thin enough there, I think.
Yeah, it's fine. Stephen said he only comes in. He only comes in to watch Mike Wall moments.
So I'm just going to make this a little bit thinner. Then I can't make it much thinner, can I?
Yeah, you can. If you take a shallower slope, where you're going to part it off, you know, where you're supposed to part it off.
Aye, down here.
Cut down, and then just make it shallower going down to the inclusion.
Let me just
change the angle.
Let me just do a little bit of parting here. So I'm going to part it off there.
Yeah.
Somewhere about there. Just get rid of that.
You could probably get that angle slightly less angle, so you can actually get right to the bottom with the design.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it's too chunky at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. What you could do is you turn that into another bell on the other side.
No, I'm just going to make it thinner, Terry. I might even actually curve that in a little bit.
Curve, yeah, I was just going to say curve it in a bit.
Try to get that smaller than the width of the cup.
Yeah, cup, yeah.
Right there. Just ignore that bit for a minute. Is that and that okay?
Fine.
I think so.
Still needs to go down a tiny little bit. I have to lose a whole lot there now. Ah well.
Well, you could make that. You could make that a cone the other way. So keep it like that, and then just cut it back into the base.
Well, cut this back in this way, you mean?
Yeah, into the base. Cut it right into the base to a stem. So you got
leave
like a bell the other end.
Lump in the middle.
Yeah, but like a bell the other end.
Nah, don't like that idea.
Yeah. Well, practice makes perfect.
I'm just going to keep doing this until it breaks.
Yeah, it's fine. We understand.
No, I'm going to get away with it.
It'll work. I mean, it's been growing there for several years, more than several years, so it's not going to break now, is it?
You notice how I'm standing well out of the way now?
Yeah.
It's not your first rodeo, so is it?
No.
Peter's a tree says big cove would make a nice, make it nice. Well, you got to lose. It's when you get to the unstable bit there you worry. Want to sharpen the tool? Cut easier.
Good plan, Terry. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a spiral starting in there, so we'll get the
Yeah,
tool
sharpen them up.
and speed it on up a bit.
Yeah.
Fire the speed up.
Yeah. Right hand pedal to the headlight.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the one. Put the blue lights on and give her some welly. Yeah, that'll do. Doesn't take much on the diamond belt, sure it doesn't. Love it. Right.
Camera.
This is it, boys. This is the one.
Camera.
Change camera there, Brian. Yeah.
Ah, you want to see this, don't you?
We all want to see it go.
I was kind of hoping you would notice that.
No, it'll hold. It'll hold.
It will.
I can't get my elbow around there.
Use it left-handed then.
Yeah, no.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah, Stephen, he's got a Pro Edge cam as well. Good, eh? That's to show everybody how he sharpens.
ladies and gentlemen, we're done.
You've had enough? Yeah. You don't think you want to do any more?
I don't think. Well,
I reckon that'll all disappear.
it won't, Terry.
All right. Just trying it.
It won't, Terry. What I'll do is wear a texture a bit on the bottom here to match the top, I think.
Same color or different color?
Well, same colour, I think. What do you think?
Yeah.
That was a really good cut. I don't really need to sand that, so I'm just going to texture it now.
Yep.
So same sort of idea. Just a little bit of texture, about 1/2 inch from the top. And we'll just do it slightly smaller than that this time. Or should I make it bigger?
Bigger, I think, on the base.
Yeah, bigger.
Bigger, because that'll give the
Yeah.
illusion that this is smaller than, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan.
Don't go too near the knot with it because it might go. Whoosh.
Well, the knot's way over here, so I can. Yeah, I'm alright. Turn the speed down to a pedestrian 500 revs. Ish.
Walking speed.
When you've been turning at 1500 revs, 500 seems really, really slow.
It does.
Yeah.
About that much.
Yeah.
Oops. Not that my chicken or anything. Where's my little point tool? What have you done with my point tool, Terry?
Put it away.
I did put it away. I can't see it though.
Put it,
Oh, there it is. It's hiding.
where you let it.
It's hiding behind the spindle case. Well, I can't even see it now. Texture is there. So do the sensible thing. Put a pencil line on it so you can see it. Just that. And we'll sand that off again.
Spot on.
Make that a little bit bigger. There we go.
Yeah.
Put that away.
Burn line.
Just going to give that a little bit of a sand with 240 grit just to take any fuzzies off it.
Or do you burn lines first and then sand maybe?
I just want to take any fuzzies off it, and I'll just sand down there by hand as well. It's a different shape goblet, that. Don't know if I like it.
Well,
that's okay.
Better than having
That should be
two
fine.
halves. Better than having two halves.
It's better than two halves, is right.
Paul
sure.
Spencer says, to be or not. K-N-O-T, to be. Who dares wins? Rudders.
Sometimes you just have to play with the wood you've got, eh?
Yeah.
What was I going to do there, Terry? Oh, I burn this.
Yep.
Put
Just so
speed
the
up
colour
again.
won't bleed, Brian, you know, that's the rules. Big deep breath.
It's not.
Smoke.
It's certainly not classic goblet shape, is it?
No.
Right, colour. What am I doing? I'm doing the same colour, eh? I think we're doing the same colour, Terry, are we?
We are, yeah.
That's what you said.
We're doing that carefully this time, Brian.
I'm doing it more carefully, yeah. I'm such a liar.
He's choking it at it.
Yeah. But just, that's all right, but just paint it to about 1 millimetre away and let it bleed into the
Well,
burn.
that's what I'm doing, see, Terry. I'm just putting it in the middle here, look.
Yeah, but you don't. In a minute, you'll go right on the
No,
burn
won't,
with the
Terry.
brush.
No, I'm just going
You
to go
will.
all the way around there, Terry. No,
Watch
no,
this
Terry.
space.
Watch, Terry. Keep your eyes open, Terry.
I'm all eyes. Nobody's perfect.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the paint. Here it comes, heading towards the line. Where's Mike Walk? Mike Walk has done his racing.
He's colouring expert, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic colouring course with Mike.
Basic colouring course with Mike Walt, yeah. Ooh, steady, Brian. Right, here we go. Now we're starting to get near the line. Like,
Gently creep up on it.
Yeah, just
Right,
creep
carry on around now. Leave that. Carry on around because that'll bleed
Terry.
in.
Yes, Terry, I'm doing it.
I'm telling you, you'll go over. I know you.
I'm Terry. I'm not.
You nearly went over the brush then.
I didn't, Terry. I didn't.
You did. You did. You did.
I didn't, Terry.
You just cack-handed.
Oh,
You just all got a big 2-inch paintbrush into it. God, blimey.
What, you want a 2-inch paintbrush? I can do
No,
that.
just take your time. Do rushing.
I'm taking my time.
Slowly. Slow the strokes down, Brian.
I can't go any slower than this. If we get any slower, we'll go
Yes, you
backwards. Goodness sake.
Too blinking it. Too impatient you are. Now, don't do that without grounding your wrist because you'll slip and move.
I'm grounded on the cup, look.
Put the brush in the other hand.
No.
No, you've got to be kidding, will you?
You're having a laugh now, will you?
If he does that, he'll be redoing the cup.
You're having a laugh, William. I'm going to have to.
You don't have to fill it all in. It'll bleed into itself. You don't have to go all the way to the line.
So you tell me.
Michelle, that colouring book now, he'll have plenty of practice over Christmas.
We'd have put numbers on that for you, Brian.
Okay. Painting by numbers with Terry on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
God, blimey.
We're getting there. I'm more afraid of dripping on it, to be honest.
Well, you should wipe the brush. I do. Don't go any closer to that line.
I'm not going to. Terry. You're a shocking panicker, Terry.
Just spitting out at the bottom of the goblet. Let's see that. Just right close.
Well, just a wee bit there too. See, that's just hasn't.
Do you need to dip the brush again? There's enough on the brush.
There isn't.
There was.
It's a stain, remember? It doesn't.
Trust me.
See, I have to put some more in there so it gets down at the bottom of the texturing. Right, here we go. I have to creep up on this bit now. This bit you made me leave. It's not.
Not too much on the brush.
Yes, Terry.
Jeez. You go over. I'm bloody sure you're rushing. See.
Perfect.
Oh God, I don't know you guys. I'm so
Keep
much.
A millimeter away.
I'm so much fun doing this.
That's good. I do.
I'm doing it. I need a bit more in there because it's a bit.
Well, not. You can paint as much in the middle as you want.
That's just what I did. Jeez, Terry.
Spin it up to about 1,000. It'll work its way out to the line anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I never planned. Listen to the Hobbit.
Yeah. Don't you go too close to that edge. Right. See?
I must get one of them badges that you have, Terry.
What's that? You got nearly all the badges I got.
Oh, I haven't got a cheater's badge, Terry.
Oh no, well, you can't anymore.
No cheater's badge.
Country, can you?
I can't have one of them cheater's badges anyway. They don't work in Northern Ireland at all.
No. It takes a notice there.
They don't make you turn any better anyway.
They don't make you turn any better, William. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're only as good as your badge, Terry.
Badges to cover the hole in the smock.
Smock where the flying goblet went through.
That's what mine's is for anyway. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's it. We've got the 360 club. That's why I need another one of those.
Where the 3/4-inch bow gouge went through the shirt into your chest.
Yeah. There you go. It's coloured. How about that? You happy now?
I'm happy now. Let it dry.
I need to let it dry now. Need to drink tea.
Cherry tea.
Cold tea.
Cold cherry tea.
Cherry flavoured tea.
Cherry tea.
It's actually freezing cold now, but no more. We'll stick the heat gun on again. See, can we split the cherry?
On the cup. On the tea. That'll work.
No, yeah, honestly, yeah. Oh wow, you're not gonna believe this.
No?
Can I show you that? Let me try and show you that.
Don't tell me you got a crack in that.
No, worse.
Worse.
See, can I show you this? I might have to hold this camera. See, it's bleeding through the bottom. See that?
Like I said,
Through the knot, yeah.
you put too much on.
That's crazy.
Come through the knot. Yeah. Good job you didn't take it right down. Then.
Yeah, it is. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong camera to do that with. That was a bit mad. Back to the heat gun. Try and dry that up before it bleeds anymore.
At least the burn line's held.
See, I left some of that nice colour in for you, William.
Yeah, looks good.
I'm surprised the colour M started coming out that side as well.
I should have made this a bit more contemporary.
Fine.
I could do that, yeah, could I?
Nope.
No.
Susie is looking for embellishing wax now.
Oh no, Susie. Embellishing wax.
Never gives up.
Okay, I'll put embellishing wax on it. I'll polish this bit first and this bit,
Yeah.
and then we'll put some embellishing wax on. That should be enough of that. Let's take that parting off a little bit further down.
Bit of sand and sealer.
No, I'm just going to take this. I'm going to take this parting off just a little bit further down, Terry, before I put the sanding sealer on. Give me a slightly better idea what it looks like now.
Michael McEwen saying now that he's done such a good job on the bottom coloured space, you need to go back to and touch up the top.
Touch up the top. What's wrong with the top?
Nothing wrong with the top. He's just.
Michael?
He's just yanking your chain.
Yeah. I really need to sand that a bit more. Nah, I'll be alright. Just give it a bit of rubber 400 grit, I think.
Be fine.
That'll be grand. Give this a little rubber 400 grit. Extractor on.
Don't go over your burn line.
And there.
Yeah, the white
It's
bits
there.
on the top, Michael, is a bit of paper he polished up the edge with. That was the white bits.
Not about 400 grit there. Ooh, that's warm. Maybe because it's going too fast.
Oh, maybe also you've had the heat gun on over the last 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
Up to that edge. That should be nice. Sanding seal that. Got a little tiny sanding line up there.
See that?
Just have to be now.
It's texture.
Texture. There's a little texture line just up here.
Yep. Actually, what you can do is get your point to and make that a line, 2 or 3 lines up around the cup. job's a good, and then 3 lines.
Well, there's one there already, so we do
Yeah,
one
do
there.
that one. Yeah.
Do another one there.
Yeah.
And do a third one
Looks
there.
apart. Looks
There
apart.
you go. Anybody think I meant that?
Yep. Tax turn.
Need to sand that again now, Terry.
No, it's all right.
See the things you make me do here.
Quick hit with 400. Be fine.
Do I really want to sand it? I do.
Just
Just a tiny
just
little
right
bit of
there.
sanding just
Yeah,
there, just to take the edges off that.
Just to denib it, that's all.
That'll lift it. And resand it, seal that a little bit.
No, it's all right. There's enough. The sanding sealer's wet enough there. It's just going to go back into it. There you go. It's fine. Just go run that for a second or two with the heat gun on it.
Gary Glass says he likes the way that's turned out, Brian. Something different. Well done.
Always try to be different.
If not intentionally.
Even when it's not intentional yet. Just force that dry a wee bit. A little bit more.
It's where it cracks because it's cherry.
It's 9 o'clock. It's 2 hours we've been at. That's nonsense.
Cherry loves to crack.
It does.
It
I don't think you get that a bit warm. That knot will give.
Fun, eh? Yeah, that's dry enough now. So, do we need to Yorkshire grit that a wee bit?
Without filling the.
Without filling up the texture, yeah, I know.
Well, I don't know. You've given it 400 grit. Do you really need to?
Probably doesn't need it, to be honest.
No, you've already used 400 on it, yeah.
No, just give it a little burnish up with a piece of paper first, see what happens.
Yeah, and then give it a wax.
Turn the speed away up, get a bit of heat on it.
Not too much heat.
Not too much, yeah. And then we'll give it a little bit of wax. That's still a bit wet there. Just keep going there a minute. What's happening there? Don't like that now at all.
What have we done now?
Think should I burn the lines in as well, Terry?
Be good. Sharpen up your bit of Formica. And different colours in the rings.
No.
No, that's a joke.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was. Well, I was hoping it was anyway.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. We'll just put a little bit of Hampshire sheen on that now.
That's fine.
And that should do us. And then Susie's going to tell us what kind of embellishment wax we want.
Colour. Susie. Any colour as long as it's gold, Susie.
Any colour as long as it's gold. Yeah.
It'll complement the colour of the timber, and also it'll be nice on the black.
That's right.
Susie says gold. Well, that's a well done, Susie. Good choice.
Good choice, Susie. I might have a bit of gold left. Right.
Still looks a bit wet, that piece on the bottom, does it? The plum
Just try
colour
that
on the
off a
bottom.
wee bit. What, this bit?
Yeah, is it still a bit wet? No.
No, it's all right. No, it's fine. I'll have to blow it all out with the airline in a minute just to get the dust out of it. And any bits of tissue that I'm going to have in it now. So again, no pressure. And just let it shine up.
Susie says, "Oh, rather silver with plum." Thing is, you got a golden coloured goblet, so it would complement it with gold.
Gold and silver? No, I wouldn't.
No, you want a gold embellishing wax to complement the goblet.
We're having gold. And we're going to paint it on with a brush.
Oh, you in brushes.
Yeah, I know. But I'm going to try and find a little stiff brush, Terry. A little stiff.
Are you going to spin the lathe at the same time or not?
No, I'm not, Terry.
I'm just checking.
These are terrible at that. Get me to spin that lathe. Just go paint that in there.
Paint it slowly.
I'm
Just
painting it
dive
slowly.
in that.
That is slowly. This is slowly. How much slower do you want me to go?
It gives you a chance to get in there if you paint it slowly.
Conscious of the time.
No, it's only 28.
There we go.
Ish.
Going in now. Put plenty on. Don't be worrying, Brian. Put plenty on.
Chuck it on. Actually, yeah, you're going to pull it back over again, anyway, so just chuck it on.
Yep. And I can reburden the lines as well if I need to.
Can you use an inch brush on that then?
No, Terry. You're way mad altogether. Oops.
Joe Senior says it's looking great.
Thank you, Joe.
Hope you sang, Joe, when you used the Yorkshire grid just now.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Glenn would have appreciated that anyway.
He would have. Glenn loves it every time she sings. Yeah, absolutely. Even, especially since he got his new hearing aids.
Yeah, it's even better.
Need a bit more there.
Don't be afraid to pile it on, Brian.
I'm not afraid at all. Oh, see, don't care. Just leave that sitting in there for a second or two. Get more in there. There we go. Rub it with your finger.
Robert Broadward says another problem solved. Brian, great demo again, Brian.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Glenn says in capitals, "My ears!" Exclamation marks.
Ears, my ears. He thinks you protest too much. So just
Joel
rub it
gives
with
him
my
a slap
finger there
around
at
the
the
ears.
end.
Just want to slap around the ear. Anything else? Yeah, bang.
Because it's polished already, it doesn't really matter if you get it on it.
No.
It'll just add to the luster.
We have saved the chat from Joe singing tonight, though, because she dropped out several times.
Well,
Here's
Joe saved the chat because she left.
Yeah.
I think she's just fallen out of me. I think she's just don't want to be here anymore. No way.
No, I think she technical problems. She'll be fine. She'll get it sorted.
Yeah.
She'll be back next week. Come and think of that. I'll be back next week on Monday. And I'm doing an off-centre turn. That'll be interesting for you. If you think this was scary.
Yeah. Wait, you see the real thing. Donna, Love Angel's in. Love Angel
Hi,
Artist
Donna.
is in. Hello, Donna.
So I'm just
Hello,
going to give
Donna.
that a rub with my finger as well. Just to kind of
Force it in the groove.
heat up the wax a bit and get it down into the texture. I've just got cramp in my hand. Ah. There we go. I'm going to have to reburn the lines because I've got wax in that one. Look at me. Being brave now, aren't I?
Brian Altanero de Madeira wants Joe next time she's on to sing it in Spanish. He lives in Spain. She'll work on that, Brian.
She can sing it in Spanish. Right, so I've just put a
Singing
little
English is
bit,
good
tiny
enough.
bit of gold down in there as well. And we'll get a clean piece of tissue. Turn the speed up to a dull roar, around about 1200 revs. And we'll give this a final buff.
Joe says she'll never fall out with Joe, Brian.
Good girl, Joe. Just get a little bit on there. Just go back to there and do that bit. There we go. Couldn't tell Michelle that as well, Joe, could you? Michelle doesn't fall out with me often. Just the
Don't
once.
speak to you much. Just don't speak to you.
Just the once. It was the day after our wedding.
Like Ruth says, we've been married, happily married for 6 years. Been married 44, but first 6
Miserable
years.
for 30.
Right, we're parting this off now, guys. I'm supposed to stop there. I don't know why it kept going. Stop, you brute.
Operator error.
Need to blow that off. Blow that.
Yeah,
Back.
it looks a bit.
It's a
He's
bit
got
fluffy.
paper stuck in it. He blows all the wax out.
No, it's terrible that. What's happened there?
Yeah.
It is paper that's on it too.
Yeah, paper. Wire
How am I
brush.
getting rid of that now?
Wire brush. Don't bother with the polishing wax.
I kind of wait till that dries a bit, I think, then. I'll just have to
And a
remove
brass
it.
brush. Brass brush, I could get it off, maybe. She
Paper.
used a bit of cloth. She used a bit of cloth on it.
Yeah, I know, should have, eh?
Not paper.
I'm going to use a bit.
Use a
I'm going
cloth.
to use a little bit of cloth now without running the lathe.
You haven't
what
got
that
your toothbrush handy, no?
I do have a toothbrush handy, yeah.
It might work, so as long as you don't pull the wax right out.
That's not.
It won't get it out, will it? It's sat in there now, that's the trouble, into the wax. And you've heated it up. So
I'm trying to heat it up with the cloth here now. There's lots of bits of paper that's stuck in there.
See that?
So I'll just have to work at that later. You just have to take my words for it, guys.
Pete says more speed and buffing cloth, like what I showed you, Brian. He said.
Yeah, I've got a buffing box. Pete showed me a buffing cloth with a. The idea was that you use a little bit of cloth like this, and I'll show you what happens. Oops. We get a little bit of cloth. Like so. A little piece of cloth like so. And we put some shavings in the middle. And we tie it up. Make it into a pad. Like so. Too many shavings in there, leave it. Take some out.
Surprised you got any there at all. Usually you were up 3 times before you start.
Make it a nice pad. And then you just hold on to the end. And don't wrap it around your fingers any. Turn the speed up. Cloths are only dangerous if you use a cloth that's got ends sticking out. Just move that, and I'll do a bit down the bottom here as well. Glad you reminded me of that, Pete.
Somebody had to. It's a good trick though.
So that should be better. Yeah, it's better. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. So that's all it is, just a piece of paper with some shavings in, or a piece of cloth with some shavings inside.
What you could do maybe later is just whack a heat gun on it and
I will. I try and melt it again.
do it
I'll
again.
do that. Let's get it parted off because I'm concerned about the time. I do my part.
Would you want to part it off because you want to put it
No,
back
we'll
in?
part it off. No, it's
again?
okay. It's fine. I don't have to do anything else to it. It's fine. I can part it off. Doesn't need to be on the lathe to do that.
Take the tension off your tennis ball slightly.
Yep, I will in a second. Once I get it down a bit, I've still got about 3/4 of an inch in the bottom. So I'm trying undercutting that a little bit too. And I've got to the stage now that I don't ever part the way all the way through. I bring it down to about 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch maybe. And then I saw it off.
Safest way.
That should do. Stop that. And I use a little fine tooth saw, just like that. I just saw off. Tension off here. That came out. It's a little bit more than a quarter of an inch, but no matter.
I don't matter. Don't drop it.
No intention. Oh, got a mark there where a tennis ball was. That's just fluff. That's all right. Pick up my tennis ball, put that away before I fall over it. Last thing is just sand the bottom. So remove that. Sanding disc. Sure you've all seen one of these sanding discs now. If you haven't, let's have a look. It's just a finished piece that was cut off before, slick cut in it on the bandsaw, or with a handsaw if you haven't got a bandsaw. Squeeze it up and that stops that from coming out. Like
Quick and easy.
quick
Yep.
and simple. Move that out of the way, take that off, put it back where it should be. And we'll stick our extractor back on. This timber is a bit wet yet. And I know
See it
that
on the
because it's
lathe.
left a ring
Yeah.
on my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just going to sand the bottom of this.
Could be a different
Quick.
shape in the morning.
Probably.
Yeah, it might, yeah.
It might be in three
Could have cracked
pieces.
completely in the morning.
It might be in 3 pieces in the morning.
Yeah, it could be in half. So just take that little nub off the bottom. And we did get a bit of bleed through there.
That's all
Oh,
right. You can paint that black.
Could paint it, but just I'll do the bottom plumb again, I think.
Yeah.
Just let it go through. Let me just get rid of this chuck. And we'll show you this. That was a long out demo tonight, guys. Or live, should I say.
Yeah, long drawn out live. We're suffering.
Long drawn out affair, just bored to death. Dead
We don't
already.
mind.
You
I had a
bored to
good
death?
sleep before I came in to make sure. You know.
Yeah, I was going to say, what else would you be doing tonight?
There's still 69 people on, so
Yeah.
Good. Thanks very
Yeah,
much.
they all
guys.
can't. They all can't sleep.
Yeah, all insomniacs.
there must be nothing on the telly.
There's no on the telly, is right.
Grandpa
Like,
Jim's just joined us, checking in. Hello, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Sorry, Jim, but we finished the goblet.
So I'm going to call this the. I'm going to call
Pyramid goblet.
Nope. It's got an eye in it. Look.
Yeah, look at that.
One eye.
There you go. It's
So we get
one-eyed
Morris.
goblet. So there you go.
We
Morris.
get Morris. You got to look.
Can't forget.
You see scale, then we know the scale of Morris.
So there you go. There's the goblet. It is. How tall is it?
8 inches,
It
8
is
3/4.
9 inches tall exactly.
9 inches.
And across the cup,
That looks
it
pretty
is
cute, actually. I like that.
3 inches. And across the base, let's measure that.
2 inches.
It is 2 5/8.
That's quite nice design, actually.
I think it looks good.
Yeah.
So do I. I'm actually quite impressed the way it turned out. So there
A
you are,
good
guys.
save.
That's a
A
little
good save.
goblet done. Hope you enjoyed that. Maybe give you a little idea, a little inspiration. Don't just stick with the traditional. Try something different. See what
That's
happens.
fine. Nothing wrong with that.
That's what I do all the time. Sometimes it
Well-
goes completely and horribly wrong, and other times it turns out all right.
That worked out good.
It worked out fine, yeah. Thanks very much. Right, let's bring you guys back on screen. There's the 2 reprobates. Look, well, 1 reprobate. William's okay. Terry's a
Yeah, I'm here as well as William.
I'll bring myself back on screen too.
Yeah, but
We managed to get rid of Joe anyway, at least.
So Monday night, guys, I'll be back with a off-center turning.
Off-center turning.
Not sure what I'm going to do, but
Ooh.
it'll be. I'll take them off. It'll be something off-center. Who else is there? What day is this? Thursday. I think Wayne's on tomorrow again, isn't he? And we'll have the usual over the weekend. Jake and Jamie on his Saturday morning cartoons. I think Wayne, we have. Hopefully, we'll have Steve on Sunday. But we're maybe not hopeful, but we'll see. If Steve's not available on Sunday,
Too well.
I'll cover for him. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And then we're back to Monday, and that's me. So
you may see Pete Twisted Trees Monday lunchtime. You may want to do it live.
Pete may do a live Monday. No, he won't, Terry. It's your turn. Just don't that. I'm warning you, Bray. You're on a Monday. Just because you did your off-center turning on last Monday, you're on.
I might just do something stupid this week and make a bowl. I might make a bowl.
No, Terry. You have a goblet to make.
No, I might just make a bowl.
You do? You have a goblet to make for why?
I made one already. I've done that.
Yes.
Oh, no, you can't be submitting that. That was just a cheat.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Oh, there's a nice
already
one.
Submitted it. Yeah, that's it.
Little U goblet.
You, me, and the others.
With a ball on the bottom.
Yeah, design change as well.
Design change, yeah.
And Pete's just said that, Terry, you said he's not to cover until February 2024.
37.
2024. That's only because Ruth booked a 40-day cruise.
All right, one last look at the goblet and then we're off. There you go.
Well done, buddy. Nice. Lots of good comments coming in. Everybody liked it.
Thanks very much, guys.
Great job.
And
great job.
We'll see you next week. I'm pressing the button.
Thank you, everybody. May see you Monday. May see you Monday lunchtime. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.